Mark chapter 13. And as Jesus went out of the temple, one of his disciples said to him, "Look, Master, what massive stones and magnificent buildings." And Jesus answered and said to him, "Do you see these great buildings? There will not be one stone left upon another that will not be thrown down from there." And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives over against the temple, Peter and James and John and Andrew asked him privately, "When will these things take place? And what will be the sign when all these things will be fulfilled?" And Jesus answering them began to say, "Take heed lest anyone deceive you, for many will come in my name, saying, 'I am Christ,' and will deceive many. And when you hear of wars and rumors of wars, do not be troubled, for such things must happen, but the end is not yet come. For nation will rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there will be earthquakes in various places, and there will be famines and troubles. These are the beginning of sorrows, but take heed for yourselves, for they will deliver you up to councils, and in the synagogues you'll be beaten, and you will be brought before rulers and kings for my sake, for testimony against them. And the gospel must first be preached among all nations. Whenever you are arrested and brought to trial, do not worry beforehand what you should say. Just speak whatever you're given at the hour, for it is not you speaking, but the Holy Spirit. Now the brother will betray brother to death, and the father his son, and children will rise up against the parents and will cause them to be put to death. And you will be hated by all men for my name's sake, but he that endures to the end will be saved. But when you see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet, standing where it should not, let those who read understand, and let those that are in Judea flee to the mountains, and let him that is on the housetop not go down in, neither enter in to take anything out of his house, and let him in the field not turn back again to take up his clothes. But woe to them in those days that are with child, and those nursing babies in those days. Pray that your flight may not be in winter, for in those days there will be affliction such as has not been seen since the beginning of creation, which God created under this time, nor will ever be. And unless the Lord had not shortened those days, no flesh would be saved. But for the elect's sake, whom he has chosen, he shortened those days. And if anyone says to you, "Look, here is the Christ," and see, there he is, don't believe. For false Christs and prophets will rise and show signs and wonders to deceive even the elect. But take heed, I've told you all things beforehand. But in those days after that tribulation, the sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light, and the stars of heaven will fall, and the powers that are in heaven will be shaken. And then they'll see the Son of Man coming in the clouds with great power and glory, and he'll send his angels and gather together his elect from the four winds, from the uttermost part of the earth to the uttermost part of heaven. Now learn a parable of the fig tree. As soon as its twigs get tender and its leaves come out, you know that summer is near. Even so, when you see these things happening, know that it is near at the doors. Surely I say to you, this generation will not pass till all these things are done. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my word will never pass away. But of that day and that hour no one knows, no, not even the angels which are in heaven, neither the Son, but only the Father. Take heed, watch and pray, for you do not know when the time is. For the Son of Man is like a man taking a long journey, who left his house and gave authority to his servants, and to every man his work, and commanded the doorkeeper to watch. Watch therefore, because you do not know when the master of the household is coming, at evening or at midnight, or at the cock crowing, or in the morning, lest come suddenly he find you sleeping. And what I say to you, I say unto you all, watch.